All right, it's 2 p.m. Time to start our live from the FLX mothership. I'm Troy. I'm the supply chain manager. Rob is at our forward operating base in Detroit, overseeing the startup of production of the Baby Maker 2. We are here to give you guys a bit of an update and answer any questions you might have. Kind of the same format. We're a little different today. We don't have our good camera. We're just off of a laptop camera, and we're gonna make do. And if I'm making all my excuses, we'll get this one up front. I'm suffering from a cold, so uh, what I'm taking makes my throat a little dry. I got to drink water quite often, but hopefully my mental faculties are all about me. So let's get started. And by the way, I don't know if you can see it behind me. Actually is one of the prototypes, the Baby Maker 2 in white. All right, so here we go. North America, like we always start, the Baby Maker 2 production has started. We actually have maybe about 6 Baby Makers, ones still sitting, standards that are still available for sale if anybody's interested in those. But the Baby Maker 2 production has started. And if you have gone to our YouTube channel, Rob has posted a video on the quality the quality checks that they're going through, and it's pretty extensive, and I think it's a very good video that he's posted. So you can also kind of see a little bit behind in the facility and what's going on there. But they are doing a production ramp, which basically means the supervisors build the bikes, and then they teach the people below them how to build it. And you don't just like launch straight into high level production. That's a good way to get very poor quality. So you go through, you build slowly, and then as you build proficiency, then you build speed, just like anything else in this life. So that's where Rob is, and here we go. So Baby Maker 2 production has started. I'm not going to commit just yet to when we're going to start shipping those bikes out, but production is going, and we'll be posting some updates going forward on the production and when those are moving. But the production is going, and very, very exciting to see the next generation of Baby Maker in production, U.S. assembly. There was a couple, I saw some quotes, unfortunately, some folks had said, well, they just take it out of a box and put a wheel on it and they call it assembled. No, that's not the case. We are sourcing this completely, globally, of course, but the bike assembly is done in Detroit. I mean, we buy major subcomponents, the motors and things like that, but the bike is assembled from the frame up in Detroit. So it's not just pull it out, slap a wheel on it, and say we assembled a bike. So it's not quite like that. Okay, so Baby Maker 2 production is going. Also, North America, we have, if you are either in the US or Canada and have not gotten your touring package, let us know. We believe we've shipped all of them. And if you didn't get yours, please let us know, and we'll get that shipped out to you. Chargers also the same thing. If you order an accessory charger, those have all been shipped. We did have a few in Canada that we missed. Our apologies. We shipped those out last week, so you should have those in hand by now. And again, if you didn't get your charger, let us know. Both of those items, both touring kits and chargers, are in stock and available for delivery. The only exception being we don't have any touring packages for the 19-inch standards, either in black or sterling. But the 19 Pros or the 23s, we do have those. Some of them are limited availability. We're ordering more. But if you are interested in that, I suggest you place your order soon. Batteries we talked about previously, but again, we'll bring it up. The batteries are on container 29. That is the MSC Aries is the ship. It's sitting off the coast of LA Long Beach Harbor, and we're waiting for that to berth. They've been pushing the berth date back on that. Now it's currently March 4th, which would be Friday, I believe. And we'll see if that happens or not. But again, we're still dealing with the same old issues of logistics and the ports being overloaded. Also, C28, C29, we have a bunch of gladiators and a bunch of trails. So that's very exciting. A lot of F5 trails and 90 of the new gladiators. And again, the batteries are in C29. Uh, and C27 is also on its way. It's actually still sitting up, waiting to birth in Prince Rupert, Canada, and then it'll be on its way down here. That is step through two, and the and F5 touring, and it is a lot of step throughs, both standard and touring models, and in white, red, green, and black. So the only thing that isn't on that one is blue. We do have a new container we're going to be putting up. C30 will be shipping here soon out of China, and that is going to be a bunch more gladiators and a bunch more trails, and those are predominantly all blue. So if you haven't seen the blue, it's a dynamite color. My F5 trail is blue. I think it looks fantastic. So those are on their way. In terms of Europe, so we have shipped almost everything that has been transferred over. We're transferring over more, but through SP14, if you haven't, I mean, everybody who's paid VAT, it has been shipped. There's a very few stragglers. We're going to send them out a reminder that they need to pay their VAT to get their bikes going. That's both the EU and the UK. SP15, we delayed this a little bit because we had the opportunity to get some more bikes, and the bikes that are going to EU fulfillment will be transferred tomorrow, and then the bikes that are going to the UK should move out of Spain tomorrow. But of course, they have to go by truck, and the import process takes a little bit longer because they don't just go straight through. Brexit has added additional things, and now we have to do import clearance in advance and some things like that. They actually have to kind of go through customs. So that does slow down the movement of bikes into distribution in the UK, but they are moving. So the UK, we have not sent out your VAT letter yet. We'll send those out as soon as we know they're on the truck. The EU, you already have your VAT letters. A lot of you have already paid your VAT. We thought we were going to transfer these sooner, so our apologies. But if you've paid your VAT, your bike is going to be transferred tomorrow. Should start shipping those out on Friday and probably early into next week. So hopefully, if you're in the EU, you'll have your bike next week, or next week. Okay. The good news is also on the accessory front. So the touring kits and chargers for the UK have been in the UK for some period of time. There was a delay in getting FedEx set up. That is done. So we have about 70 touring kits that have been shipped in the UK, and we'll be shipping more this week. We'll probably hit over 100 this week. And then we're going to start shipping out chargers next week. So if you had accessories and they are in the UK, those will be shipping out here in the next couple of weeks. The one thing is, if you ordered your accessories on a different order than your bike, you're going to have to pay VAT on that, because if you ordered it all together, if you ordered your bike, you ordered your touring package, you ordered your charger, you ordered your battery, we charge you your VAT for the whole order on the first shipment when you got your bike. So now we're just shipping out the touring packages and the chargers. If you ordered a touring package or charger on a separate order, on your line order number from your bicycle, you're going to have to pay VAT on that. Okay, so a lot of you should already have those VAT letters, and some of you have already paid that. So we'll be moving those out also. EU. So thank you for your patience. Finally, the touring packages and chargers for the EU plus Norway and Switzerland and the surrounding non-EU countries, that is being transferred over to fulfillment tomorrow. So we are going to get them a label set, and they should start processing those out hopefully as early as Friday, but certainly early next week. Those should start processing out. So touring packages and and sorry, I'm drawing a blank here. And chargers will be shipping out next week. So finally, again, we appreciate your patience. We know it's been kind of a long wait on that one, and it's been a hard setup, but it's finally done. So that stuff's going to be moving. The only other update, Australia and New Zealand, basically, if you've paid your GST, your bike is shipped to you. If you haven't paid your GST, it hasn't. So if there's a question there, please let us know. Also, please know what you ordered. We've had a couple of people get upset with, where's my touring package? And they didn't order a touring package. So just make sure you know what you ordered. Go back to your Indiegogo order and take a look at that. Again, in the EU and the UK and North America, if you want to order a charger or a touring package, we can fulfill that. Australia and New Zealand were pretty much built to order directly, and I don't think there's going to be any spares unless somebody does not pay the GST on their touring package or charger, and we'll see how that goes. In terms of batteries for Europe, we are just waiting to move those. They're in China, packaged up, but we're trying to obviously it's not a full container. It's a very small shipment, but it needs to go in a container. So we have to do a less than container load shipment, and we're trying to do that opportunistically to get those out. And the same thing for Australia and New Zealand. We'll update you on your batteries, but those are packaged up, and we're trying to get those shipped to you also. So that is the update. Let me grab a drink here, and we'll hit your questions. Mike, I've sent you receipts of my payments to FedEx for the delivery of 2 pairs of replacement forks. When should I expect reimbursement? Okay, I'm not sure when you say FedEx, because Mike, I thought you were on the continent. I thought you were in the EU, and we're not doing FedEx on the EU. So I'll have to follow up on that one. Alyssa is going to be taking notes on this. But if you're in the EU, you wouldn't have paid FedEx. So I'm a little confused on that. I believe, if I remember correctly, you had a fork damage from, I don't remember if it was shipping or an accident or something like that. We are working on getting those fulfilled. I will do some follow up, but we do have a fulfillment spreadsheet that we work with back and forth with China, and they usually ship that directly. So we'll follow up and see where they're at with that. Okay, Mark Wynn. Hi, Troy. Hope you are well. Well, a little bit of a cold, but I'm well otherwise. A UK customer, 12/5/22. How come we can't have the bike we ordered? And do you think that your most patient customers should have to lose out? No, I don't think you should have to lose out. So there's a couple of issues, and certainly one in the UK that has caused us some issue, and that is, we had mentioned some time ago that we had, going back to about mid-year last year, an issue where we had a theft. Okay, we had about 25 bikes that were stolen out of distribution, and that has left us short some bikes. The other issue is that there's a little bit of a mix issue, because we ordered the bikes. We kind of picked a mix of, this is how many pros we think, this is how many standards we think, upper, lower, different colors and all that. And we ordered a mix of bikes, and the mix didn't come out perfectly correct. So in some cases, if you're a high number order, the supply chain or the lead time was such that these bikes were ordered in a lot of cases before your order was placed. And we've been working those bikes through. But I think I recall yours, and I think yours already came up, and I'm taking a look at that one. I don't recall if it's you or not, but we are trying to get you the correct bike. I have regular calls with Spain, and one of the things that came up is, after we did this whole reconciliation, they came back and did a inventory and said, we think we can build some more bikes. So We have some parts, but we need to get some parts from China to finish them, and they're talking in the range of about, I think the number we'd said was somewhere between 25 and 35 more bikes. So if that's the case, you may get the bike you ordered. I don't have the exact um, um, SKUs of what they think they can build right now, but they've got things where they're short a set of handlebars or they're short brakes or some things like that. Some smaller items, not that they're easy to get because the bike part supply chain is just in terrible shape, just due to demand. And but that's what they're telling me. So after we did the reconciliation, a little bit of I got a little surprised by that. It's actually in this case kind of a good surprise. So if you want to put in and say this is the bike that I'll take as an alternative, and then what we will do is we're still going to try and fulfill as many bikes as we can, possibly can with the right SKU. So that's unfortunately about the best I can do. I mean, again, a good surprise in that saying they can build between 25 and 35 more bikes. Hopefully a lot of those are pros, because that's really where the issue comes from, is with the pros. We actually have a few more standards than we actually need. It's the pros where we have the shortage taking place. Jackie Utia bought a BMT. Can I still get a warranty? Tangerine color. I'm in San Diego, and BM2, any BM2 in shop. Can I still get a warranty tangerine? So tangerine is one of the colors of the BM2. I'm not sure I fully understand your question. Can I get a warranty tangerine? Comes in any BM2 in shop. So the BM2s that we have, this is one of them right here. Prototype one of two that we have, a black one and a white one. We don't have any Baby Maker 2s that are non-prototypes here in San Diego. If you want to come in, you want to ride the bike, you're certainly welcome to, but we don't have any BM2s here in San Diego for cash and carry type of situation. We are obviously going to be getting some, but those will ship out when we start shipping other people's bikes. And I hope I've answered your question. I'm not completely clear on this. Again, the tangerine color definitely is one of the production colors for the Baby Maker 2. Patrick Landry, as very unfortunate, I won't be getting the model I ordered. I selected 3 alternative options among the list I was given, but no feedback if I'm going to get one of them or not. Patrick, I will follow up. Ryan is compiling that, and I will find out. I will also, again, be taking a look based upon the information I just gave you that we are getting some more bikes. If we can get your exact SKU, we will do that. I should know that hopefully by the end of this week. So we won't start shipping those out just yet, because again, if I can get you your exact bike, I want to get you your exact bike. I appreciate people being open to alternatives. But if I can get you your proper one, we will do that. So I will ask, Alyssa's going to record this. I'll get with Ryan, see what he's got. To be fair, well, honestly, I was out yesterday. I was really under the weather. I'm on the mend now, but I'm about a day behind. So my apologies on that. But we will get you an answer on that. Jackie, does charger come with purchase or gotta buy? So a charger comes with the bike. Yes, absolutely. It's not sold separately. Well, we do sell the charger separately, but that's if you want to have an extra charger. I think a lot of people, if they're commuting, they want to, have a charger at home and one at the office so they can ride to work, charge their bike, and make sure that they're going to have, enough range to get home and things like that. So I think, yeah, so you do get a charger. Yeah, we wouldn't send you a bike that you couldn't charge up. That'd be kind of a cruel joke. So no, but again, we do offer an additional charger if you want to buy that. Again, if you have 2 locations, if you're commuting back and forth and you like to, go in pedal assist 5 really fast and eat your battery or something like that, then you might need an auxiliary charger or an extra charger at the office or something like that. But yes, it does come with a charger. Emerald Citizen. Hey, Troy, how are you doing? Looking for some info on my touring pack. Last we spoke, you said I got missed out of VAT letters, but we're going to but you were going to get one out to me. No sign of it yet. Ah, 1321. Yes. Yes, I do owe you a VAT letter. You are correct. I'll have Alyssa write that down. I did look into yours, and what happened is, yeah, because you thought you'd already paid your VAT with your bike. I do remember this case. And I think what happened was you ordered a bike and you ordered a touring package, and then you canceled the touring package and then ordered a touring package on a separate line. So when you canceled the touring package that was with your bike, that came out. You didn't get charged the VAT on that. So I will we'll get you one out tomorrow. My intern Tyler will be in. He does the VAT letters. We'll get that out. We have a few others to do, but we'll get you going. I was going to try and remember. I just got a new Scottish whiskey I tried last week. It's very, very good. And I was going to remember it just for you, and I forgot to write it down. Okay. Oh, he's got more. On the separate order thing, I purposely canceled my first order and reordered with the touring package, but it seems to have generated two order numbers. So now I have to pay that. Yes, you do. But again, you didn't get charged touring package VAT on your initial bike order. I'll take a look at that, but I positive I looked at this before, because you'd questioned me before on that one. And we're not gonna overcharge. You're not gonna get overcharged on your VAT. You're gonna pay VAT on exactly what you ordered. Excuse me. Oh, Emerald Citizen. Wow. Okay. I checked the support at the time and was advised to cancel, reorder, and pay a $1 ordering fee to get a perk. So it actually cost $200 on top of the price of the bike. To pay a $1 to get the perk. Okay. Um, so the VAT will be calculated on the 199 regardless of what you pay, because the invoice on that is 199. The perk is $1. That's separate. I don't know. Hope I'm understanding that. Mark Wynn, thanks for the update. Roy, I appreciate it. I'm happy to wait a bit longer. Appreciated, very much appreciated. Again, I hate for people to have to wait. I really do. But I'll do a little aside. My sweetie, who has a step through two, by the way, that's in red, which is just dynamite, is following another campaign. Apparently, she bought something, and maybe she bought for me because she won't tell me about it. And it's funny because I hear about the updates she gets on that, and they are really few and far between. And if you look at the updates we've done, I mean, the delays we can't do anything about in a lot of cases, but at least we can communicate openly and honestly about it. And we think we've done that. So you can go through, we've done an update. I think we're only doing them once every other week. But there's literally, 100 plus updates on the Indiegogo site. And there's other campaigns out there that don't hardly put out. I said my sweetie once before bought a table, and I think she got 2 updates in 2 years before her bike showed up. So, for better or for worse, we're open and honest about it, and we're laying it out here, and we're not hiding or anything like that. We're communicating about this. I hate that you guys have to wait too. Trust me. Jackie Utia, when I bought the BM, I didn't get warranty. Can I still get that now? So there's a warranty that comes with the bike, but there's actually the additional warranty that you can buy. And yeah, you haven't taken delivery of the bike yet, so you can go in and buy the additional warranty. Danny Griffiths, will I be able to order a new battery for BM1 to Europe in 12 months time, or should I order one now? I'm riding a lot and I'm anticipating being the first thing I need to replace in the future. So we are going to be stocking the battery. If you want to order it now, it would be in the next order. Right now, the batteries we have coming to Europe are to fulfill the extra battery orders that were placed when the bikes were bought. So for both UK and EU, those are the bikes that are currently, or I'm sorry, those are the batteries that we currently have that we're going to move over there. Same thing for North America. North America will have a few extra to stock, so we can replace, but not a lot. There's going to be a follow-up order that's actually going to be done for the Baby Maker One battery for both Europe and for North America. If you want to place the order now, you certainly can. If you want to wait till they're in stock, it's probably not a bad idea. And yeah, 12 months time. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to guess your battery life's probably better than that, but I don't know how you ride and how much you ride. And if you're a hardcore animal, maybe you're going to kill that battery pretty quickly. But we are going to be setting up and getting more batteries moved over both to North America and to Europe to be put into stock for fulfillment. Christopher M. Some feedback for you on the BM2 launch. I was not finding the email link to purchase. Asked Rob if in the last YouTube live took 6 days for a reply that just said what email I used. I needed the link. Okay. So did you? Let's see here. I was not finding the email link to purchase. Asked Rob. So the last YouTube live Rob was on was a month ago. I don't recall that, but then again, I wasn't in here for the whole thing. You needed the link. So let's see here. Long story short, I eventually found the link buried in a spam folder. Ugh. Okay, my question is, I paid $12.22. Was the bike offered cheaper for us $1 pre? I was charged $100 more. Or was I charged $100 more being late to buy? Christopher, I don't know that specifically on yours. If you can you post your order number up here? And what we'll do is we'll have support take a look at that for you. Okay. That'd be the best way to go about that. Alyssa will write that down. We'll parcel these out to get answers for all of them. That's what we did last time. I think Friday we had answered all the questions that came up. So let's do that. Hoping because of this in the future. Thank you for your help. Yeah, I can't comment. I don't know what exactly happened. The spam folders, I mean, that's a frustration. And there's not a whole lot you can do about it because they don't all work the same. So you would hope that you could avoid them. You work with like, MailChimp or one of those companies that are supposed to be certified, and they're supposed to keep your stuff out of the spam folder. It doesn't always work, obviously, and you're not the only one who's had that happen. But post up your order number. We'll get that recorded and we'll work that out for you. Lyle Giles Sr. Hello, I'd like to know how I can get just the cable end of the charger. Is that possible? Well, I don't know where you're at, but are you talking about the part that connects to the wall, or are you talking about the part that goes between the charger and the bike? I don't know which one you're asking about. If you're talking about the part that goes to the wall, that is a very standard cord. If it's got that little rectangular with the three layout of the pins that basically is used on seemingly every computer and a lot of other appliances and things like that. If that's what you're talking about, and honestly, if that's what you need, if you didn't get it and it's a warranty thing, we'll send it to you. That's a support ticket. If you lost it or something else happened to it, you can get that thing at Home Depot or Amazon or something like that a whole lot cheaper. You can get it from us. So if you could clarify your question, that would help me a lot. Okay, thanks. Robert K, if I tuned in late, any update on when the BM2 will ship to those of us that were swapped? So again, building, I'm not going to commit just yet to that. I'm going to say probably in the next few weeks that the initial shipments will start going out. They're ramping up slowly, and they want to, they're getting the bikes go through QC. They're going over them with a fine tooth comb to make sure they're built properly, because it's a new bike. It's a new product to the people who are building it. We want to make sure that they take their time. So right now production is slow because again, we want them to build speed after they build proficiency. We don't want them to just slamming bikes out there and having quality issues. That's the last thing we want you to have. So stay tuned. I think we'll probably have some update. Rob's going to be back in here next week, although we won't have a live. I'm sure you'll start seeing some updates and some things coming out on YouTube so you can see when we'll be shipping. And if nothing else, 2 weeks from today, when we come back to this live, we should have kind of a definitive date for you. Emerald Citizen, sorry for the inquisition. I'll try to get the full explanation through to you in an email. Okay, that's fine. Nick, hold you to that then. Okay, I'm not sure what you're holding me to. If you're asking about the answer to that, I'm not sure what we're talking about. So, okay, hold me to it. Okay, I may be wrong, but there's no, you know, hopefully we'll get you the answers you need. But yeah, that's the plan. We need to commit to that. And again, when Rob gets back, he spent the last 2 weeks, a week and a half now, overseeing the startup. Basically, kind of the same thing he did when we did the baby maker build in China. He was camped out over there for 6 months, I think, something like that. I wasn't here with the company at the time, but I've seen the videos and such. He really camped out there and made sure it happened. So he's owning it, and that's a good thing. So yeah, we should have an update for you. Okay. Oh, the part between the charger and the bike. Um, yeah, if you wanna put in a, I'll have to talk to my mechanic. Put in a support ticket. I'll have Mark pull that one out, and we'll see what we can do for you. We do have a what we might be able to do is we have a little charge umbilical that we ship with the spare battery. So if you order a spare battery, the battery is made to be installed in the bike, and it doesn't connect directly to the charging port. So what we have is we have a little charge umbilical. No, I think that's not going to work because that's going to be the female piece of it, not the male. Put in a support tick. We will figure that out. It sounds like it got mangled somehow. Doesn't surprise me. My sweetie and I have 2 French bulldogs. And they like to mangle things from time to time. Hopefully, they haven't gotten to the charging cord on my trail. But yeah, put in a ticket. We'll see what we can do for you. That might be something. We don't currently stock that as a part you can purchase, but we will see what we can do. And that is all of the questions. So, more. Okay. Tuck Bredsdorf. Hi, Troy. I paid my VAT Monday last week, but I've neither received confirmation of that or the bike itself. So I'm going to assume you're on SP15 in the EU. I'm just going to guess by your name. So you wouldn't get you won't get a confirmation of VAT paid from us. What you'd get is a confirmation that the bike is shipped. So we were going to move the bikes over last week. We saw an opportunity to get some extra bikes, about 14 extra bikes between the EU and UK. So we held the shipment to get the bikes. So we had put the VAT letters out already. We put another round of VAT letters out. But if you want to post up, yeah, okay, I see you say yes, SP15. So that's the order that's transferring over to Crosslights for fulfillment tomorrow. So hopefully that'll ship on Friday. It might roll into Monday, but we'll cut all the invoices, all the labels, and then it'll be up to Crosslights. They're usually pretty quick on processing these things. So I'm guessing if they have the bikes on Thursday, I'm going to guess they're all going to move on Friday or probably Monday at the very latest. So your bike is close. So we did hold that. We're trying to get a few more people their bikes, and some folks paid their VAT, and I appreciate you being patient with us. But yeah, they are definitely coming. You wrote customer service, haven't gotten a reply. Yeah. SP15, you should be fine. Okay. Jasa Prodigy, shipments to Hawaii yet? So, okay, so on Baby Maker 1, we fulfilled all of our Hawaii orders. We had one person who refused their bike, but we fulfilled all of our Hawaii orders. If you're asking about Baby Maker 2, yes, we can fulfill to Hawaii on the Baby Maker 2. So I'm not sure about your question. If you ordered a Baby Maker 2, and if you're asking if your bike has shipped to Hawaii yet, no, no Baby Maker 2s have shipped yet. I'm not, again, I'm kind of riffing a little bit here because I'm not sure exactly what you're asking me. Christopher, order is 912737. Saw online in Facebook group someone paid 1122. That is my beer whiskey funds. Oh, okay. Now, come on, you're hitting me kind of tough here. All right, so we'll get that in the hands of support, and yeah, I don't know if it wound up in your spam folder, but we'll refer that over to support and see what we can do for you. Okay, but your beer whiskey. I mean, I'm going to move more towards the whiskey than the beer, and Emerald Citizen might be able to recommend some good ones. But yeah, okay, enough of me. Bondi Peter, hi Troy. Wondering if I get on the list on a wait list in case there's a surplus of touring packages undelivered into Australia. Happy to buy one as my order was lost in the system. Okay. Oh, I think I know who you are. Okay. Yes. We're going to put kind of a last opportunity out to some folks. So Australia, New Zealand was kind of different in that actually we shipped a box and no touring package. Second shipment, the balance of the bikes and the touring packages and the chargers, and of course the batteries will be coming. So not everybody has claimed their stuff, but yeah, if you want to post up your order number here, I'll take a look at that because I don't know your bike configuration. There's a possibility. Some people who may have gotten their bike and didn't like to wait for the touring kit may have decided to go do something else and may not ever pay their GST on their touring kit, which is a shame because they paid for the touring kit. But if we have to, we'll refund them and get you a touring kit. So post up your order number here. We'll get that noted and we'll see what we've got. We're going to give the Australian, New Zealand people a little bit more time just because I don't have to tell you, because of lockdown situation and things like that. I know you guys have been kind of stressed, and the last thing you want to do is lose out on your toy because of who knows what going on with the COVID stuff. But I know it's all lifting down there. We're going to be a little bit more patient with Australia and New Zealand on that. But post up your order number. We'll write it down, and if we can, and there's one available, we'll get one to you. For Baby Maker 2 Pro. Okay, so Jace Prodigy, yes, purchased already. So if you've purchased it, no, there haven't been any shipments to Hawaii, but they'll be going out in order for the most part. So just be patient. Like I said, we haven't shipped anything, but Hawaii is certainly part of our on our fulfillment. I bought a 19-inch black Baby Maker 2 on the 20. What if there's any shipment info timeline? Is they paid $300 shipping costs? Yes, there is a premium you do pay for shipping to Hawaii. It's expensive. It's very expensive to ship a bike to Hawaii, and so again, don't have that yet for you. Stay tuned. We'll have an update on when we're going to be shipping. They're building now, and we'll have an update. They're being built in batches again, like we did before. We build in batches by size and color and things like that. There's certainly a mix being done, but you don't want to build one black, one white, one sterling, because the parts are different colors and things like that. So you build 50 white bikes and then 50 black bikes type of thing. You do a mix so that you can fulfill, without just fulfilling all of one color and one size and then all of another color and one size, because that just makes the people unhappy. But you do have to do some batching. So stay tuned. Like I said, Rob will be back, and next week, or the YouTube live in 2 weeks, we should have some information for you on shipping. And we've bounced up against it. No more questions. If I just want to encourage you, if you haven't looked on the YouTube channel and seen the quality control video that Rob posted on the Baby Maker 2, I really do encourage it. It's he goes through all the things that he look at, and they're going over them with a fine tooth comb. So it's kind of it's heartening to see, and we want to make sure you guys get a quality product, because there's nothing worse than waiting and then there's a problem. And we've had some. Obviously, we're not gonna hide that. We're not perfect, but we've tried to correct everything that we can, and we want to make sure you guys get a quality product. And let me tip this down a little bit, just so you see. If you ordered a white one, that's what it's going to look like. So flat bars, a little longer stem here. This tube, oops, you can see my hand, a little bit bigger than on the Baby Maker 1. And the reason is because we have added a larger battery, 40% more range on the Baby Maker 2. So they keep getting better, right? I mean, every iteration is going to be an improvement. And the Baby Maker 1 was a huge success. The Baby Maker 2, I've ridden this bike. I love it. In fact, I myself and others had a lot of the input into what do we do with the Baby Maker 2 versus the Baby Maker 1, and we're very pleased with it. We've been riding this prototype for 8 months, 10 months. It's been quite a while. We've had this bike a long time, and we've put quite a few miles on them, and like I said, very pleasing. Good bike, and of course the original Baby Maker is a great bike also. But if you're doing a Baby Maker 2, yeah, you're not going to be disappointed. You're going to really love this bike. And again, if you didn't order the touring package, take a look at that. Those are available. If you bought a touring package, oh, I want to clear this up. So if you bought a bike and a touring package and a charger and a Baby Maker 2, we're not going to send out the accessories until the bike is shipped. So we have those mostly in stock. We're getting some more touring packages, but we have those in stock. But we're not going to ship them until we ship your bike. It doesn't make any sense for you to be sitting there looking at a touring package box and a charger in your corner without a bike to put it on. So once the bike ships, the touring package and charger will ship then at that time. Eve's Beer. Oh, sorry, you guys want to share that. Eve's Beerin. Hi, Troy. Was there a problem to allocate bikes from Luxembourg? No. So bikes are basically are allocated in order by order number. Now I know you've already seen some higher number orders that got fulfilled. I think there's somebody with a 12,000 order saying they were waiting, and someone with a 13,000 say they got their bike, but that's based upon the actual SKU that they ordered. So in some cases, order number wise, you'll run ahead with one SKU than another just because of availability. But Luxembourg is in with all of the other bikes in terms of EU and UK. So when I allocate bikes, so SP15 went to, half of it roughly went to UK, half of it went to the EU, and that's based on order number. So if you're, if order 12,000 is in the UK and order 12,001 is in the EU, we're going in order of that. So that's why half the bikes go one direction and half the bikes go the other direction, because that's how they fall out. We go through our list. We say, look, these people want, Pro 19 orange upper, and we go through and sort through that list by number, and we just go through, and it's, UK, EU, UK, EU, and that's just how it goes. So in terms of Luxembourg, Luxembourg isn't allocated any differently than any other bike. Now, I don't know if you got a letter about a swap or something. I don't want to guess at it too much, but you're in with everybody else, because I believe, is Luxembourg not in the EU? I'm showing my geographic ignorance here. But again, you're allocated with everybody else. And okay, I see you did a follow up here. Christopher M. Q about potential maintenance, fix, warranty issue. Does the bike get shipped all the way back to Detroit? Do I ship from my house or do you guys send parts? Do I just drop off at the warehouse? So it's going to depend on what the issue is. So in some cases, we will have you take, it depends what the problem is. In some cases, we will have you go to an authorized bike repair shop and they can do the work for you. We're getting to the point now, there's a lot of e-bikes out there. They're not an oddity. And most, there's I'm not going to say most, but there's a lot of bike shops that can work on an e-bike. So depending on the problem, we might ship it all the way back, or we may ship it to you, the part to you with a kind of a certificate saying, this is a $50 repair and you can redeem this, or we may have you take it to a bike shop. So the answer, unfortunately, not going to be very satisfying. Is the answer depends on the type of problem you're having. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Eve's followed up. Eve, my ID 13039 is, and I now got an offer for another bike than the one I ordered. What will happen if we can't agree on a replacement model? So the answer is, we'd probably have to refund you on your bike, but stay tuned on that. Okay. I hopefully you were here and heard earlier. I've got some more bikes coming. I kind of got blindsided in a good way by our Spanish partner. They did an inventory and they kind of reconciled all this out. And they said, look, we can build, 25 to 35 more bikes. We just need these, certain parts, and most of them are small parts. There's a couple that are, damaged frames and things like that. I mean, that's going to be very, very difficult to get. But in terms of it's, short of brake handle or some smaller part, if we can get those, and we can probably get a lot of those shipped by air from China, we'll be able to build those bikes. So again, we didn't know that they're going to run this inventory and kind of surface this many potential bikes for us. Again, we got blindsided in a good way, but unfortunately, I found that out after I did the reconciliation. So the buck stops here. I did it. But if you want to be paid, if none of those are acceptable, I'll have Alyssa will write down your number. We'll take a look at what the model is. As soon as I have the list, which I'm supposed to have from Spain, of what the actual SKUs are that they can build this week, I will be going through and allocating that again. No promises that everybody's going to be happy about it, but there's going to be a few more people that are happy about that. So stay tuned with that, because we're going to do everything we can to get you the bike. And again, if none of those are acceptable, which would really be unfortunate because we'd love to have you on a baby maker, then I guess we might have to refund you. But I'd hate to do that after that long a wait for you not to get on your bike. So stay tuned, okay, Eve. I do appreciate your patience with us. Whoops, did I miss one? Oh, yeah, no, we covered that one. And then Eve came back. Yeah, and he sent the ID number. Okay, so we are at the bottom again. I've answered all your questions. I'd tell you my life story, but it's not that interesting. So I'll hang out here for a couple more minutes. If anybody has any other questions, happy to answer them. But again, things are moving. Like I said, very, very excited about the touring packages and chargers moving in Europe and in UK. Again, nobody is on here that apparently got their touring package in the UK. That's unfortunate, but they're coming. They're coming. We're moving a lot of those in the UK now, and again, those are going to distribution in the EU tomorrow, and we'll be generating all of the data that they need, and those will be moving out. Now, this is a new 3PL for us, a new distributor, so we're not going to ship out 100 on the first day. We're going to give them a sample like we did in the UK. We give them 5 orders, and we see how they do with that and what kind of questions, because all the assumptions, all the wrong assumptions surface as soon as you start taking action on this. So we'll give them probably order maybe 5, we'll see, let them come back. Okay, this is what we had, blah blah blah, and then we'll move that forward. So that's what we did with the UK. They had some issues with how we sent the labels. We said FedEx ground, and it's like, we don't use FedEx ground. We use the letter B. Okay, we'll make that change. It's always that little tiny stuff, but over time, it actually speeds things up and gets everything moving. Okay, Eve. Thanks, Troy. Who was telling me about Luxembourg? Maybe we had another customer around. I was looking up Luxembourg. I didn't know a whole lot about the country. I think I'd like to go there and see it. Would you estimate the silver metal color to possibly be delivered by midsummer then? I don't have the build plan in front of me. I don't think they're pushed that far back, though. I honestly don't remember. Uh, I did not bring the build in, but yeah, I would say midsummer you should be fine. I'm hoping sooner than that. I just don't. I don't have the build in front of me. I didn't bring in. There's the build is being done in three phases. There's a build one, a build two, a build three, and I don't recall where the Sterling bikes are in that build off the top of my head, and I don't want to guess because my guessing is not good. So I'm sorry. We'll find that out again. 2 weeks, we will have, we'll be able to do a better update for you. I'm sorry. I can't do better than that right now. We are in a startup phase right now in Detroit with the build. And again, I don't have the build plan in front of me right now. This Q&A is very helpful. Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm here to help, not to obfuscate. So we're trying to get you guys some answers. Sometimes we don't have all the information. If I don't know, I'm going to tell you I don't know. I'm not going to make something up. That's just, not that guy, I hope. Okay. How long is the touring package going to be on sale? Can I put that on a separate invoice from the bike? Yes. Yes, you can. I don't know if you're in, but it really doesn't matter. We have touring packages going to stock, and we're going to have some available both Europe, UK, and North America for sale if you didn't buy it on the original order. Now, there are limited quantities, so I would definitely get in that, and especially if you're looking at Sterling, because the Sterling, we're not real long on those. We have some available for sale, but not a lot. The black ones, the 19 Pro Black and the 23 Pro Black, we have more of. If you're looking for Sterling, though, we do have that. And I don't know if it's up on the website. It should be. But if you don't want the entire touring package, we have in the UK, we have the individual components stocked also. So if you just want the rack, or you just want the fenders, or you just want the light kit, or the phone holder, and I meant to bring one in. The phone holder is awesome, CNC'd aluminum, anodized. It's really nice. The phone holder is just fantastic. Rob hit it out of the park when he picked that one. So that, I don't know if I'll check on if that's on the website, but those are in stock both in the US and in the UK, and we can fulfill from the UK to Europe. But I know, again, for most of the people in Europe, with the weather, you guys want fenders, so touring kit's a good idea. They said the rack is really sleek, very nice. It's a little bit narrower rack, but it really fits kind of the design of the Baby Maker very nicely, as opposed to this big square, kind of one size fits all racks that you can buy at the discount stores. That was a long answer. I'm sorry about that. But yes, you can order the touring package. Oh, A2. I'm in San Diego. I passed the shop yesterday to test out one of the Baby Maker models. Great crew, by the way. Yeah, they are. They're good people. They really are. That's one of the things. Rob is like, he's Mr. Positivity. The guy is just. I'm always at a marvel at him. I usually go home and lift weights at the end of the day to work out my angst, but I've learned a lot from him, and he kind of expects it from the crew also. And that's, you got to put a positive, vibe out there to people, because, who wants to come into a place where people are unhappy? And without our customers, we're nowhere. So they are a great crew. Mark and Jonathan out front do a great job. They answer a lot of the tickets. They do service on the bikes. They do some warranty stuff. They're good. They're a good crew. So I'm glad you stopped in, and hopefully you enjoyed your ride. Daniel Char, oh boy, Chartrand. Hey, Troy, thanks for the update. Just want to know about my wife's upgrade for the BM2. When should we be expecting expecting in after waiting since April of last year? 1387 say 8. Yeah, that's a high order number. You're almost to the end. So I don't know what the model is. Again, I'm going to ask your patience a little bit. We're just in the startup phase, and there's a phased build that's going on. I don't know what model it is. You can post it, but honestly, I haven't memorized the build order, so I'm not going to be a whole lot of help. I hope we're going to have an update for you next week on when we're going to commence on shipping these. I think this live in 2 weeks, I think we'll be able to give you a more definitive idea of when bikes are going to ship. So I wish I could tell you more, but that's, the full disclosure. That's how much I know right now. Again, we're in a production ramp to get up to speed, and we want to make sure you guys get a quality product. So stay tuned. It is coming. Like I said, take a look at the YouTube video Rob posted on the quality, and you can see bikes lined up, and they're going through the QC on them. Again, they want to build speed, but only after they build build the proficiency in making sure they build a quality product. Okay. And he says, thanks, man. You know what? Thank you. It's nice to get some positive feedback. Not that you guys are negative or anything like that, but we swing for the fences every day. We want you guys to be happy with your bikes, and we want to get you your bikes because, again, nothing makes us happier than to see the social media stuff. Like I said this before, posts from all over the world, and it's really cool when I see a picture of a bike under the Arc de Triomphe or at the Tower Bridge in the UK. That's really exciting stuff. And if anybody in Italy is listening, I would love to see a picture of a baby maker in front of the Duomo in Milan. I was there a few years ago. Unbelievable architecture. If someone wants to send us a picture, post that up. I would love to see it. But yeah, if you live, and you probably don't think it's much of anything, because like, well, this is where I live. But for people around the world, where you live is exotic. The place that you live is exotic to a lot of people that you just kind of take it for granted. So post them up. You never know what kind of response you get. We love to see them. We repost a lot of that stuff, and it just warms our hearts to see it. All right. Okay, guys. Well, we're scheduled for 1 hour. I thought we were going to be dead in the water about 20 minutes ago, but you guys kept me alive and encouraged me to run my mouth. So, but I think we're going to shut it down here. Stay tuned. We got more updates coming. We will get responses to the order numbers where people have asked these questions, and we will get back to you. All right. So be well, wear your helmet, stay safe when you're riding, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.